Hey guys, so in this video we're going to deploy a DAO to Rinkeby testnet using DAOstack's HackerKit. So go ahead, clone or download the repo. I've already done that and I'm in the project root, from where I'm going to go to starter template example and install the package. While that's installing, we will go and add a .env file where we'll set network, provider, and the private key of the account from which we will deploy. We're done with the installation, and now we will set the DAO parameters in test DAO spec. So here we can set our org's name and the native token, its name, symbol, distribute the reputation to the founder members, and we can choose whether we want uniform distribution or something else. Then we can set the voting machine parameters, which allow us to set things like how much vote do we want for instant proposal passing, or for how long a boosted proposal will be open, and so on. Details are in the documentation. Then we can select which schemes we want to register with our DAO. So schemes are the actions our DAO can take, and something like contribution reward would allow DAO to reward the contributors in ETH or reputation. And then scheme registrar can allow us to register new schemes later. So once we're done with that, I'm going to write this and go ahead and run migrate. This will start our migration script. So if you see on the top here, we're going to use the DAO creator to deploy our DAO, which basically allows us to bundle up the transaction for deploying avatar and the reputation contract and the native token contract in one single transaction. So right now we see it's creating a new org and it's deploying from this account. We can go to Rinkeby. Okay, it's already there. And refresh. We just got this transaction mined. So now we are setting the Genesis protocol parameters. Genesis protocol is our voting machine, and these are the parameters we're going to set for it. If you actually look in our previous transaction, it basically created these three contracts that are avatar, reputation, and token, and then distributed the reputation to founder members and the tokens to the founder members, and then registered this. No, it will register later. So, yeah. So going back to this, it's still alright. So it registered the Genesis protocol params, and now it's going to register the scheme registrar parameters. And scheme registrar, for which we're going to use the same parameters. This is the 0th index for this parameters we have described in voting machines. 0th index. Scheme registrar allows us to register new schemes to the DAO apart from the initial schemes, so that ongoing in the organization, if we want to get new schemes, we can. Got this one just passed. Alright, and last, it is setting up the contribution reward parameters. As you can see, I've not really mentioned any parameters here, but what it does, if there's nothing mentioned, it's going to use again the voting for contribution reward to be same as like the 0th index in voting machine params. Alright, so contribution reward parameters are set, and now we're setting DAO schemes. So this is again a transaction sent by DAO creator to set the schemes. We are going to set here contribution reward and the scheme registrar, the schemes for which we've set true, and wait for that to get done, and boom, after setting the scheme, our DAO is deployed, and that's it. We spent 6 minutes deploying this DAO. Have fun.